What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you are all here with me today. I am Missy Renee, and on this channel we talk about manifesting. Everything manifesting, how to do it, how to properly apply it so that you can live the life that you've always dreamed of. And in this video, I want to talk about thinking from your desire versus thinking of your desire. And I know for anybody who has not heard of this before, for anyone who's not familiar with Neville Goddard, you might be looking at me like, what the hell does that mean? Thinking from your desire? From what? Yes, thinking from your desire versus thinking of your desire. And this is paramount to understand and to be able to implement, because this is everything. Once you are able to successfully think from your desire, you're the master of your fate. Like, you're good. You're good. Okay, so what does that exactly mean? What does that whole concept mean? Most of us, when we are thinking about the things that we want, when we are thinking about the desires, we are thinking of our desires. We are thinking of the things that we want. We are daydreaming about a certain thing or outcome or person or career or you name it. We're thinking of things all the time. And I actually wanted to make this video after I had a talk the other day with one of my clients, and she was a little frustrated because she didn't understand where things were kind of getting mixed up in her daily manifestation practice. So I asked her, how are things going when you are in the state akin to sleep, or when you are trying to imagine your scene? And she said, well, that's just the thing, Missy. It's so crazy because night after night, I'm diligent to make sure that I am always bringing up my scene, I'm bringing up my desire, I'm thinking about that desire, I have it looped in my head, and it feels so good, and I get so excited because I know it's coming, and I know it's mine, and I just can't wait. Did you catch that part? It's okay if you didn't, because it's very, very subtle. But basically what she was doing was she was thinking of her desire. When you acknowledge that you are not the thing that you want, or that you don't have the thing that you want, when you acknowledge that you are separate from your desired outcome, you are thinking of your desire. So any talk of, I can't wait for it to happen, it's so close, I can taste it, I'm so excited for when this happens, you know, one day when I finally get any of that kind of speaking and thinking mentality is thinking of your desire. And it is crucial that we get out of that habit. And it can be a very difficult habit to break, because this is, once again, something that we've been doing pretty much our entire lives. Thinking of your desire, or daydreaming, or wistful thinking is not going to ever bring you what you want. And I'm going to try to break it down in the best way that I can. But what we are essentially doing every day, every moment in this life is we are picking and choosing and selecting different states of being, different states to dwell in. And these states are realities and worlds within themselves. If you are not new to my channel, you've heard me talk about this several times, and I'm going to keep repeating it until I'm blue in the face, because it is so important to grasp this. So we are constantly moving in and out of different states, right? Think of it akin to being in a giant mansion, right? And yes, I am using a metaphor from the Bible. You're in this giant mansion, right? You're in this giant mansion. It's got so many different rooms. It's crazy. Every time you go to a new room, you experience a new reality. You experience a new aspect of yourself or aspect of your life. And this is essentially what we do all the time. We are constantly moving from state to state, or from reality to reality, depending on our beliefs and our assumptions. Because once we select a state based on our beliefs, we bring that state to life. We animate that state. All of creation is finished. Everything that could possibly exist already exists. There are infinite number of realities and different ways that things can go in your life. So everything is already finished. It is by your beliefs and by your assumptions and your thoughts that determine the state that you animate. So in order to animate any state, you have to actually be in that state. You have to feel like you are really there. You are actually in that state, animating that state. You are giving it life. You're feeling that feeling. You have to fuse with a state to bring it to life. And that is thinking from your desire. When you are thinking from something, you are thinking from the place of already being there. You are thinking from the place of already experiencing it. You're thinking from the place of already having it. It is already yours to do whatever you want. It is already yours to enjoy. It is already yours to share. It is already yours to relish. So everything that you think and everything that you feel is already from that desire because it is already yours. You have fused with that state, and from that you have brought that state or reality to life. Thinking from means the unification or the fusion of that idea. Whereas when we are thinking of something, there is always a subject and an object. They're separate, the thinker and the thing you're thinking about. You can't have a thing and be thinking about it. You can't have a thing and be wanting it. You can't have a thing and be desiring it. You can't have a thing and be craving it and longing for it. It doesn't work that way. And this is why we have the tools available to us, especially when we're first starting, when we are just getting into this world, when we are just applying manifestation to our lives. This is why we imagine while we're in the state akin to sleep. This is why we get ourselves into that drowsy, sleepy state, so we can actually get to our subconscious mind the thing that we want and start feeling from that desire. And I know some of you are probably like, oh, damn it, Missy, it's okay. How do I do it then? How exactly do I do that? Because I am doing everything that I can here. I think I'm doing it right. So what am I doing wrong? Lay it out for me. And that's fair. I struggled with this too. I did not master any of this overnight. It took practice. It took persistence. It took a very careful look at what was going on in my mind throughout my day. You have to be aware of what is going through your mind. You have to be aware of the thoughts that go through your head throughout the day, the conversations that play out in your head. For a lot of people, they also make the mistake of thinking that, okay, they did this technique one time and that's it. And then the rest of their waking hours, they can go back to having all of those negative tapes playing in their head. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. So if you haven't seen my video yet about mental diet, I will link that one up here and also down in the description box below. But that is a very, very critical step when starting out. You want to be a master of your mental diet or your thoughts throughout the day. The conversations that you have in your mind, all of that. These are all contributing factors. So always be very conscious and very aware of what's going through your head, because there is a direct correlation between those thoughts and the state that you are currently dwelling in. What also helped me feel it real was when I went to bed, I would do a playful little exercise sometimes. I would conjure up a really good memory, a memory from a time when I was actually really happy. I would live that memory and I would feel it over and over again until I started getting that really warm sensation in my belly. A lot of times when we are thinking good thoughts or we're thinking of memories that we actually experience, that pure loving foundation, that pure loving feeling, that's what you are looking for here. You want to actually be in your scene while you are in the state akin to sleep. Whatever you have conjured up as a scene, whatever you have outlined in your scene to express the desired state, You want to actually be in there. And so I practice with a memory. I practice with a good memory that I had because I didn't feel like I was faking it so much. Try to get yourself into that really good memory. Bring back something that was really awesome. Try to remember the best day of your life and live that over and over again. As you start to get familiar with those feelings and how you feel in that memory, you slowly start to incorporate that feeling into your scene, into the wish fulfilled. Whatever you have outlined that you would like to manifest, bring that in. Almost merge the two. Eventually you'll find that the feeling is still there, but now instead of it being a memory, it's of your desired state. And that is thinking from the and. So again, always make sure that you are in your scene. Make sure that you are feeling like you are actually there. You are actually experiencing it in real time, right here, right now. Not something that's happening in the future. You're not a spectator. You're not looking at you in third person in this. No, none of that. You are actually in that scene. You are there in your imagination every night, and take that with you into bed every single night. Remember, persist. So anyways, guys, that is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was insightful. I hope that you were able to glean something from it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that way it triggers the YouTube algorithm and more people can see this video and see this content and get this really helpful information. And don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon so that way you are notified every time I put out new videos, which is every Wednesday through Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're interested in checking out any of my other resources, I will link my blog, my coaching website, and my social links down in the description box below. So definitely check those out. And if you have any questions for me about this video, about thinking of your desire versus thinking from, or if you have anything that you may want me to talk about in future videos, any comments that you may have, just go ahead and leave them down there. I'll check them out. And until next time, you guys, take care, persist, never forget how powerful you truly are. Happy manifesting.